Today we're looking at something that's becoming more and more relevant for creators, professionals, educators, and even people setting up hybrid offices, the Aver 4K PTZ USB Video Soundbar. And on paper, this is not your average webcam. This thing is loaded. We're talking 4K resolution, pan tilt zoom functionality, 15x zoom with 3x optical, a 92-degree field of view, smart framing, audio tracking, and even display link support. Yeah, that's a lot packed into one sleek bar, so let's break it down. First impression, this doesn't look like the webcams we're used to. It's designed more like a professional video conferencing solution, but shrunk down into something that can still sit cleanly under or above your display. Build quality feels solid. Premium, but not flashy. It doesn't scream for attention on your desk, and honestly, that's the way you want it. Because once you start using it, the tech inside does the talking. Now let's talk about the image quality. This is a 4K PTZ camera, and PTZ stands for pan, tilt, and zoom. That means you're not locked into a static shot like you are with a standard webcam. The 15x zoom here is pretty wild, especially considering it includes a true 3x optical zoom before it transitions into digital. And the fact that you can pan and tilt means you can reframe shots smoothly without physically moving the device. Whether you're presenting in a classroom, a boardroom, or just running a stream, this flexibility is a huge deal. Then there's the field of view. 92 degrees. That's wide enough to capture multiple people in the frame without distortion, but not so wide that it gives you that fisheye look we see on cheaper webcams. Combine that with smart framing, and it gets interesting. Smart framing basically detects where people are in the room and automatically adjusts the shot so everyone is properly in frame. So instead of you manually fiddling with controls to make sure the speaker is centered, the system just does it for you. And speaking of automation, audio tracking is one of the standout features here. The soundbar doesn't just pick up audio, it actually uses audio cues to figure out who's speaking and then adjusts the camera focus accordingly. So imagine you're in a meeting with multiple people. Instead of one static wide shot, the camera can subtly zoom in and reframe to highlight whoever is talking. That makes video calls and recordings feel way more natural, almost like you have a live camera operator in the room. On the sound side, the built-in microphones are designed to capture clear voice audio across a room. That means you don't necessarily need a separate mic setup if you're just using this for conferencing. But if you're a creator, you'll still want your dedicated mic for the best possible quality. Either way, the onboard system makes sure people sound clear without background noise taking over. One of the things I appreciate here is how plug-and-play this feels. Despite being professional grade, it's USB, so you can connect it directly to your laptop or desktop without needing complex installs. And with display link support, you're able to manage multiple displays and devices seamlessly. That makes it ideal for setups where you're juggling presentations, screen sharing, and video calls all at once. Now let's get into real-world use cases. For hybrid work and online teaching, this is almost tailor-made. You get the clarity of 4K video, the flexibility of pan-tilt zoom, and the intelligence of auto-framing and tracking. That's a massive upgrade over the standard laptop webcam or even a standalone USB cam. For content creators, it's a versatile secondary angle. You could mount it as a wide establishing shot, or use the zoom capabilities to punch in without moving your rig. For businesses, this can replace much larger, more expensive conferencing systems without giving up the quality. And if you're worried about setup space, don't be. The soundbar form factor keeps things neat. No tripod stands, no bulky mounts, just a clean bar that blends into your workspace. And since it doubles as both a camera and audio solution, it cuts down on the clutter of having separate devices. Performance-wise, in my testing, the video stays sharp even when zoomed. Optical zoom is crisp, as expected, but the digital zoom is also handled surprisingly well, thanks to the 4K sensor. Colors are balanced, skin tones look natural, and low-light performance is decent enough that you don't always need studio lighting just to look presentable. Latency is minimal, which is important for live calls. The camera